Thanks for coming. This video is mainly about gender equality. From long time back in my tweets, I have tweeted to actor Emma Watson about the long time ingrained psychological effect which has been created on the so-called females, which affects gender equality. I'm not using the word inequality because that's again a negative word. Let's use the word equality because it's a positive word. I felt that I should say something about gender equality. When we see a movie Taken, acted by actor Liam Neeson, his daughter has been trafficked, like woman trafficking happens. He has been trafficked by some intruders. Now, in the movie, he's a hero, he strives and he saves his daughter. But in real life, this doesn't go into a congruency. The same thing I told to a newspaper, Indian Express at Mumbai, that martial arts, what you see in movies, is not congruent with real life. Because the meaning of martial arts itself is warlike, not war. And when you add the word art, it is not sports or there's no competition into it. The way of life is something different. Same way, what you see in movies as woman trafficking happens and his father strives as a hero to fight them and he wins the fight. And at last, he brings his daughter back. But in real life, for a common man, it doesn't happen. And advanced country like America, also women trafficking happens. So how can you say that there is a gender equality in America? All over the globe, this inequality is there. Why? Reason is weakness of a female or weakness of a male also. Because society consists of a family and human beings, male and female, they are the unit of the society. Now both of them are weak. Because of long time psychological impact ingrained in the consciousness of a female, she is weak. But have you seen tiger or tigress? Tigress is equally powerful or at times even more powerful than male tiger. So why humans, females are not powerful? Because a long time ingrained effect by the majority powerful male onto the female, so that becomes a very strong effect. Even that article I wrote on Twitter, you see there was a moth named as Biston bistularia, which was always in the chimney at British, one of the factory. So long time being on that chimney created an effect wherein the moth, white color moth, became totally black. So the external effects became a hereditary for that moth Biston bistularia. That's what I wrote in that article. So same way, the females ingrained in a consciousness of long time impact of saying that they are weak has given that effect. That's why they are not like tiger and tigress. Now if you have to work on a root level, it is like there's a communist country where the people are controlled. They are not allowed to think freely. Like you see how Sri Nehru said, "Oh Lord, take my country to a state where the mind is without fear." If such thought is there, then people will go to a state where the mind is without fear. But this is not possible in a communist country because there people are being controlled. Even there in such a way that their whole life is at vulnerability or a kind of state wherein they are used psychologically also. So that is why the same thing, if you want to work on male and female both, we have to do changes on a language. Like if you see female, fe word is not a right word. I felt that it should be fa, because they are far more superior than the males. They give birth to the males or the human beings. So they are a faith males. Women or females are dominated by feelings. Faith they are dominated by. Men by reason. So since they are dominated by faith, and so I felt that the letters used should be fa instead of fe. So it should be far males, or faith males, or far more superior males. That's how that long time ingrained effect will change. If we change the vocabulary, if we change the linguistic patterns, so that patterns will affect the brain, and slowly the subtle impact effect will start. It has already started in a democratic country like America, but then America also has its own shortcomings. It is not purely a democratic country, it's capitalist democratic. And suppose some dictator comes, the whole thing changes. And its impact is on the people. Now suppose your biometrics are used, and you are in a very state wherein anybody can use it, and your mind is already, your consciousness is in a bad state. The whole country is set up is bad. So it is not a pure democracy. The same way that psychological effect in the consciousness of the female has to be removed. So I felt that the female word should be changed to far males. That then the effect, psychological effect will take place, and our female will also be like tigress, how the tiger and tigresses are there. So the dominated, and it's just like the males are dominated by reason. So females have to inculcate that quality of males, that is reason, and males, the quality of females as faith males. That is why we should have more of schools like J. Krishnamurti schools, where they are both equally educated, in the sense that education word is a Greek word which says to unfold. In its very essence, like how we work, like that's why I gave a name vajramukti instead of martial arts, instead of different arts, from action to liberation, where everybody is equal. So you can understand better. It's in the way we are flowing together. If that kind of education is there, and we work on a linguistic pattern, so that the psychological changes happens in the females. Like for instance, if you teach martial arts, now female doesn't need to go into a real martial arts way to learn for a long time. If she is relaxed and her psychological calmness she has, she's calm. So she can just poke the fingers on the eyes of a male who attacks. She can give a groin kick. You see? And her presence of mind will be a martial arts for her. She doesn't need to go into a system to learn. That is always better to learn a system. But her own awareness and calmness makes her more and more and more like tigress. That's what is I told on my tweets to Emma Watson, and I gave same tweet to some book organization which were in my tweet, and to help the humanity. So this video is in direction to help the humanity to understand the essence of reality and the consciousness how it affects. Thank you.